7 basic steps to set up a business and comply with Vietnam laws. Vietnam's economy is increasingly diversified in terms of business activities, and business regulations are also constantly being improved and enhanced. Accordingly, foreign investors can freely choose the right type of business. Therefore, the setup company in Vietnam is always a matter of great interest to foreign investors whom find business opportunities in Vietnam. With the promulgation of the enterprise law, the business setting up process has been adjusted with many favorable regulations for investors. However, in order for a business to be set up and be complied in operation, it must go through the following basic steps. With the promulgation of the enterprise law, the business setting up process has been adjusted with many favorable regulations for investors. However, in order for a business to be set up and be complied in operation, it must go through the following basic steps. The first step is to set up a business in Vietnam. To take this step, the investor first needs to determine the type of business to choose to establish and provide the business name and expected information. After submitting a valid application, the enterprise will be granted an enterprise registration certificate and announce the registration contents on the National Business Registration Portal. The second step is to publish the contents of business registration. After being granted an enterprise registration certificate, an enterprise must make a public announcement on the National Business Registration Portal. In the third step, the enterprise conducts stamp engraving. Enterprises can request to make a seal from the seal-making agent. Accordingly, the enterprise actively decides on the type, quantity, form and content of the seal, and is solely responsible for the use of its legal entity seal. Fourth step is that to open a bank account in Vietnam. Currently, businesses can choose a bank to open an account for their business. To open an account, the bank requires an application form issued by the bank, a seal sample, the company's charter, and a certificate. Business registration and related documents are required by different bank. The fifth step is to register the tax declaration form in Vietnam. Accordingly, enterprises register for the use of e-invoices and notify the use of e-invoices to their tax authorities. Enterprises need to contact the invoice supplier to order the printing of value-added invoice books and must register self-printed invoices with tax authorities. In the sixth step, the enterprise needs to conduct labor registration in Vietnam. Enterprises register with the Department of Labor, War Invalids and Social Affairs to declare the use of labor. Within 30 days from the date of commencement of operation, the employer must register the employer to the Labor Department, according to the prescribed form. In addition, enterprises should note that the relationship between the employer and the employee is regulated by the Labor Code and specified in the labor contract. Seventh step is to register for social insurance in Vietnam. Enterprises register with the Social Insurance Agency to pay health insurance and social insurance for employees. Employers must fill in all information according to the form provided by social insurance, including full name, date of birth, salary recorded in labor contract, number of social insurance book for employees who have been issued with a book, a certified copy of the company's business registration certificate, and a copy of each labor contract. It can be seen that setting up a business requires businesses to carry out a lot of procedures and comply with many different regulations of tax, banking, labor, insurance. Therefore, besides learning about legal regulations and businesses can seek the support of professional consulting firm in Vietnam with expertise and experience in the field of business establishment to implement the process quickly and effectively. Finding the right business partner in Vietnam is also important. We recommend doing research on the reputation of the company and individual shareholders, corporate or individual, gathering publicly available company information, and performing background checks on key personnel to find potential risks in cooperation. Working with a reliable partner can help achieve economic benefits, saving time and money in business.